And we're live with Styled and Dialed. Welcome to Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's you and me, and we're all here together because we're going to have a great time tonight. We have a special guest with us tonight. And if you are tuning in for the first time, this is our second episode tonight of Styled and Dialed. All right, so let's welcome. Who do we have in the chat tonight? We've got IEB Reacts. What's happening, Isaac? We've got Beast Coast. Nice. Shout out to Bearded Death, one of my members tonight. Another one of my members tonight. Randy, good to have you guys tonight in the chat. If you guys could go ahead and like this, go ahead and share it. Let's get more people tonight. Let's have a great time because we have a special treat tonight. I'm super pumped to be bringing on Flaming Beard tonight. If you've never checked out Flaming Beard, guys, you are absolutely missing out because this is a company that I've got a lot to talk about tonight, a loaded show tonight, and we're super pumped to be sharing just some things about this company. I'm going to talk about some of my favorites from Ricky tonight, and maybe we can get his favorites. I'm sure he probably has his favorites. Obviously, he's been inspired by some of these scents from other companies, and we're going to find out tonight what they are. What's up, Frankie? Good to have you tonight in the chat. Appreciate you, brother. Another one of my members. You guys are awesome. So good to have you tonight. Now, while you guys are coming in, is there any storms brewing around in your area tonight? I was talking to Ricky. He's got a storm warning there in where he's from in Alabama, and we have a storm warning here. So if the power for some reason decides to go out tonight, well, guys, the show will continue. It just won't be with you guys. Oh, man. We're going to have a great time. I'm super pumped. I love these shows. I used to do these live stream shows a lot when it used to be called Beard Matters, where we talked about, things about beards. But it's a little bit different now because we have changed it up a little bit. So it's not necessarily all about beard care, even though how many bearded men do we have in here tonight? I know we have one that's not a bearded man, and he's, he's just a inspiring bearded boy. Not a man yet, but certainly a supporter tonight. My son is in the chat. So shout out to you, IEB Reacts. So we are going to get started. I'm going to be bringing on Ricky, who is the owner of Flaming Beard. Now, if you have never heard of Flaming Beard, maybe you've heard of them. Let me rephrase that. If you've never tried out Flaming Beard, let me know in the chat. Okay, because I know many of you guys have probably heard of Flaming Beard, but perhaps there may be some in the chat that have never tried them. So before we get any further in here, I'm going to bring Ricky on here. So ladies and gentlemen, give Ricky a nice warm welcome from wherever you're from tonight. Ricky, it's good to have you tonight, brother. And okay, try that again.
Here we go.
There we go. There we go.
Good to be here.
It's so good to have you, man. So Frankie's never tried out Flaming Beard. So hopefully after tonight, we can persuade Frankie to really get on the Flaming Beard train because it is fantastic. In fact, I have it in my beard right now. Hey, True North, good to have you tonight. Appreciate you stopping by, Chris. So we're just talking tonight, opening up the show. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you've never tried out Flaming Beard, let us know in the chat. A lot of people have heard about Flaming Beard, but question is, have you ever tried them? What's going on, Gary? Good to see you, brother. Good to have you, brother.
Hey.
All right. Okay, so let's just get started. Let's get started in the chat tonight and the show. So the first question that I have for you, and tonight I'm going to try to keep it more on point and on topic because if you're anything like me or the guys that we were, showcasing, I should say, last week, We have a tendency of talking and just chasing rabbits, and I'm a somewhat of a public speaker. Sometimes that people will laugh when they hear that because they'll be like, "You, a speaker, right?" What's up, Mike? Good to see you tonight, brother.
Yep.
Always good seeing Mike here. Coffee with Brewer. Terry, good to see you tonight. Been using Flaming Beard for about a year now. Awesome scent and amazing cure blend on the oil. I completely agree. Hey, Gary has not tried Flaming Beard either. So after tonight, I would imagine Frankie and Gary would both get on the train and check them out. So freaking frack. It's so good to see you guys tonight. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, so back to the question that I was going to ask you. So just starting off with the bang here, what got you into starting Flaming Beard?
Basically, I bought a bunch of a different brand. I started using beard oil, I don't know, 21 or 2, and had bought a bunch of it, and it's sitting in my closet, and just like I can make this. So, just a lot of it was just doing what I wanted to do instead of what the only company I knew of at the time had. So, just trying different things.
Right on. So, kind of going off of that question also, was there like a certain type of carrier blend that you loved and gravitated to? You mentioned that you tried out different products in the past. How long are you talking? Like, have you been doing this for a long time, or when did you really start getting into like beard care, discovering that there is a concept that men should use beard oil and beard products in their beards? Because there's a lot of people out there still to this day, and maybe they're going to be tuning in, that may not even understand that if you grow a beard, it's very important to be using a beard product like beard oil. If you have a short beard, that's okay. You don't have to necessarily use beard butter or anything like that, but you must use beard oil if you start growing a beard, and also, the change up of shampoo and conditioner when you use beard wash, that type of stuff.
Yeah, well, back in 21, 22, I was had a goatee, and that's all I had was a goatee. Not that that's had a long one at one time. Eating breakfast with some friends, and kept smelling the pipe tobacco, and it's like finally asked them, says, "Does anybody else smell this?" And the guy told me, "That's my beard oil." I'm like, "You're what?" And so that's how I got started in it, and it kind of spiraled out of control, like several others, probably most others in here. You buy one and then you buy 30. So when you got this big bunch of oil sitting in your medicine cabinet that you look at, and it's like, I'm never going to use all this. And a lot of them, I don't know that I really like a lot of them. So,
right.
You buy a lot of stuff, you end up not liking it. So.
Now, I can relate. I do have a lot of stuff on my shelf, but most of the stuff on my shelf behind me, I actually do enjoy. I just, I have to think of ways to like give some of my products away. I like giving them away to friends. I like giving them away to my membership and stuff like that. Because as much as I do, I know we talked the other night, and by the way, good to have you tonight, Kevin, another one of my members, amazing guy. So grapeseed oil is one of those ones that you don't want to sit on the shelf for very long, because I think, what is it, like a 6-month shelf life where it'll go rancid if it's out too long. You may be able to get longer than that.
Yeah, depending on when you buy it.
Correct.
But if I buy it and it sits on my shelf for 3 to 4 months, and then you buy it, you've narrowed that longevity down a lot.
That's so true. So true. That's a good way of looking at it too, because a lot of people don't think, well, how long was it sitting on your shelf before you actually made it? So,
well, I hope it doesn't sit there that long, but
you never know.
Yeah,
for sure. So, and we talked about that the other night. We got to do a live, not a live stream, but what do they call that? FaceTime. Yeah. We got to do a FaceTime the other night because, to be completely honest with you guys, I have talked to Ricky through email since like last fall, maybe
Yeah,
beginning of fall,
yeah,
late summer.
yeah, yeah.
And I never actually talked to. Oh, I'm giving some thumbs up too. You like that?
Hey.
That's really cool. Shows how much I do. I do these in my streams, right?
Perfect.
But here's the thing. I talked to Ricky several times through email, but I never talked to him on the phone, and I never seen what he looks like. And so, probably get myself in trouble saying this. Welcome tonight, Grown and Grace. Good to have you, buddy, Randy. So, I was telling some of my members yesterday, I always try to do I don't do it all the time, but I try to make it like at least a few times, sometimes daily with my membership, a members only chat where it's a daily encouragement, kind of talking about beer stuff, what I'm doing, kind of behind the scenes. But I was talking to him yesterday about a certain scent that I'm going to talk about here in just a few minutes in the show tonight. And I was saying, I've talked to Ricky so many times through email, and for some reason, I thought he was like, maybe 40. Now, I don't say that in any disrespect, because even at 60, 60 is not even that old at all. But I had this perception because I know so many beer company guys, and a lot of them are around my age, right? Yeah. And I'm not the youngest, chicken in this chat tonight. I know my son, he's only 10. And I'm sure there are younger people than my age. I'll be 42 in just a couple of months. But 60, I was like, I didn't even have any perception of what you look like. I didn't know. And I'm like, you know what? This guy is another balding man. It makes me feel so good knowing that there's another bearded guy with a bald head. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, because you know what? I look at it this way. God made a few perfect heads, and the rest he put hair on. That's how I believe. That's just exactly what I believe tonight. And I'm going to stand on that. So shout out to everybody that has a bald head, and shout out to everybody that's got a beard tonight. So that should pretty much cover everybody except for my son. So with that being said, we talked the other night about kind of the scents, and we talked about pipe tobacco. We talked about tobacco in general. And if you follow this channel, Terry says he's bald here. Awesome. Bald head also. Awesome. Twitch, welcome here tonight in the chat. I know you're another balded brother. So I wanted to say, we were talking about tobacco because I have been on this kick the last few days. If you follow this channel, I've been on live streams. I've asked my community, listen, I want to know what are some really good tobacco scents out there. Now, I have an idea of the tobacco scents that I've tried. But for a fact that when there are, thousands of beer companies out there, that you have not discovered the tobacco scent that's going to, and you may have. I know the other day I was talking to, I can't remember who it was that had said this, but somebody had mentioned a certain scent by, I want to say, Mountain State Grooming, maybe. It was a year. It was some type of tobacco scent. It was a year. I can't remember what it was. Maybe in frickin' frack. Not sure who it was. But
18 something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm writing these down, screenshotting them so I can go back and pick some up and check them out. But we were talking the other night about tobacco scents, and we were talking about, like, I really want to get a great pipe tobacco scent. Because I don't know why, but I'm kind of really drawn to the pipe tobacco. Do you guys ever remember growing up and you smelt like maybe some relative in your family back in maybe the early 90s, maybe the 80s, where they were, okay, it was Terry Hartley. Awesome. All right. Yeah. 1863. You're the one that told me that. Thank you. I had so many. So I'm sorry for forgetting that it was from you. So, but what I was going to say was, that pipe tobacco, it's just a unique scent that you always, when you smell it, it goes back. And for me, it's a nostalgic type of thing. But I'm looking for a really good pipe tobacco. And we were talking about this, and you had mentioned Fable Beard Company. You had mentioned that you used to have all of these Fable Beard Company oils, and maybe you still have them. I don't know, but you had a bunch of them, you said. And you said that you started out, and I think I had asked you, what was the first one you started out? How did you figure out about Fable? And you had mentioned you were sitting eating breakfast, I believe, and you had, maybe it was lunch, I don't know, but you had actually smelled the guy beside you that smelled like pipe tobacco. And you said, where am I smelling pipe tobacco? Why am I smelling this? And somebody had said, that's blueberry pipe tobacco from Fable Beard Company, right? And so you turn around and the Wolf, right? And I have not tried that, disclaimer. I've never tried. I've only tried the Scribe and a few drams from Fable. And Colin, from what I understand, he puts out great stuff. I haven't really dabbled too much into that, but I know that he's got a good oil. But I wanted to say that pipe tobacco, we were talking about that. And it was funny because I had not taken a shower yet. It was the evening. I was going to take a shower before I went to bed. And what did I do? I actually, I take that back. The next morning I took a shower. And what did I do? I went back to the shelf and I pulled off the blueberry pipe and I tried it in my beard again because, you'll go through like oils. If you're anything like me, and you're probably not, and some of you guys are other influencers and creators where you try and test different things out. And I know Twitch, you do too, but, I tried this blueberry pipe back in like fall and it was good, but it was just okay. I mean, nothing bad about it, but I had other scents at the time that were better to me. I loved them. Like, I think back in like fall, I was really digging the Fireside. I really like the smoky fire type of stuff. It reminded me, it kind of brought me back to another oil that I had tried from the Beard Baron called Fireside. So kind of like I could relate to that scent and really enjoyed it. And, it was cooler and stuff. So I thought, I'm going to go back and I'm going to pull that blueberry pipe back out. And I did. And I put that in my beard yesterday. And I'm telling you guys, man, I could smell that blueberry pipe like almost all day yesterday. And what's funny is, and I've said this in my videos before about Flaming Beard, that this carrier blend is so good. I mean, the fill-in beard is amazing. I mean, I have it in my beard tonight. In fact, I have the blueberry pipe in, and I just used the rest of it because it was I believe it was the 5 mil that I used. So I'm going to have to be buying some from you soon. But I used that yesterday. I think it was actually the day before, and then I used it again yesterday, and then I used it again tonight or this morning and tonight because I really, really love that stuff. The scent lasts a long time. You get that blueberry, that pipe tobacco, and the fill-in beard. So yesterday, I had it in my beard, and my daughter goes, my wife said, man, your beard looks really, really good today. And literally, like within 2 minutes, my oldest daughter, she's 14, walks in the door and goes, yeah, your beard looks really good today. And I go, right? It's look good. And I was just telling your mother that it's Flaming Beard and this blueberry pipe tobacco scent is amazing. And I love it. So I just kind of wanted to share that because obviously I've got several scents that I love yours. And we're going to talk about them a little bit more later on the show. But I wanted to kind of throw that out there since you had mentioned you had smelled like a blue pipe tobacco around you. It's kind of how you got started. Obviously, if you have any questions in the chat, you can feel free to ask. We always like to give chances for the audience to tune in and chime in and ask questions to the guest here, Ricky from Flaming Beard tonight. So let's see here. Terry says, I've had the same thing happen. Says try it the first time and then it's okay, but try it again and it's amazing. Yeah, I don't know if it's something to do with just your olfactory changing up on you, or maybe it changes as it sits, when that mix sits long enough. I don't know, but yeah, that's it was a good one, guys. So let's see here. Chattanooga Beard Company Church Warden. Never tried that one. Brad, good to have you tonight, buddy. And Kevin, I'm not sure, last name was too long what you meant by that. So my next question for you, Ricky, is, and I know we kind of talked about the pipe tobacco and the wolf going from the inspiration from Fable Beard Company. And by the way, I do really like your beard oil, blueberry pipe, if I have not mentioned that yet. I have not tried. Listen, I have not tried the Wolf, so I don't know what it smells like. I would really like your inspiration from that for sure, because I feel like the scent. A lot of people don't like scents to be very strong, and I get that. I get it, and there are a lot of scents that aren't very strong, and that's fine. But in my opinion, if I want a scent that's not going to be very strong, or I don't want to kind of have any scent that's going to overpower my fragrance I might put on, I'll usually just do an unscented. If I want a fragrance in my beard, I want it to be really, really strong. I mean, I like my fragrances to have longevity, to have really just like a scent bubble around me. Because I'm going to be honest, I like compliments. I like it when people say, man, you smell great and your beard looks on fire. Why does your beard look on fire, Ricky? Because I've got flaming beard in my my beard is on flaming fire. It is just flaming. So yeah, for sure. North Crew, good to see you, Jimmy, tonight. So I wanted to kind of follow up and lead with this question from that last one. What scents really inspire you when it comes to making beer products? Now, I know that you like that pipe tobacco. We talked a little bit about tobacco, but like when you come up with things like Gunslinger, when you come up with things like the Lounge or the Study, I don't know if you have the Lounge. I know you have the Study.
No.
And I'm probably getting the Lounge mixed up with somebody else, but you do have the Study, and you have Gunslinger, and you have Snow Day.
Right.
Where do these scents come from? Like, is there anything that inspires you for it, or do you just come up with a scent and you think, I'm gonna name it this?
Well, yeah. I mean, most of the scents are probably named afterwards. Some of them are named before, and you find things that go with that name. My wife Ronnie does most of our scent making, and as far as coming up with the mixture, and she does research a lot of times on the different names and things like we came out with the folklore and a dragon slayer for St. Patrick's Day, and she went and found some Irish scents. So just things like that, and things that go along with it. The like Gunslinger is suede leather, tobacco, and bourbon, which would describe a gunslinger, to me. And just a lot of the names just came up with what does this scent remind you of?
Sure.
So, or what do you think of when you think of the scent or smell it or whatever? So,
absolutely makes complete sense. Because I'm sure there are people out there that do the opposite. They'll come up with a scent, like you said, and they'll put a title with it, or they'll come up with a title and say, I like this title. I want to come up with something kind of like a reverse engineering type deal. At least for us YouTubers, you have one side of the spectrum that'll say something like, well, you need to title your videos and do all the SEOs and all the tags and all that. And then you have the other side that'll say, no, you need to come up with the idea of what you want to do, title first, and then the video, and then have all that stuff. So it just depends on the person, really. So
yeah.
All right, so let's see here. Next question I have for you: do you have like a favorite scent? Now we know that you like the blueberry tobacco, pipe tobacco, but do you have like if you were to say what your top 5 scents of all the beer products that you have, what would you say?
Oh wow,
probably be hard to do, huh?
Yeah, and that's like you doing the top 5 for the year. I mean, it's hard. It's a challenge.
But the good news is let me stop you right there. The good news is for you, you get to talk about your top favorite from you. If I talk about my top favorite from hundreds of beer companies that I deal with, I get in trouble the next day because maybe their product wasn't on it. Not that it was bad and I loved it, but you can only have 5, and maybe you want to switch it up because you can't have the same ones every single time, because then people are going to be like, well, you're a little biased. You always pick that company. And sometimes I feel like I'm doing that, and I'm not trying to be biased. It's just it's something that I use all the time
Right.
because it's a personal preference, not necessarily like I have any ties or anything like that with them. So, but yeah, I'm just curious. What would be your top 5 if you're able to? If you could only have 5 of your scents and you had to get rid of the rest, which ones would they be?
I
You
do
didn't know I was
like
going to
blueberry
ask hard
pie.
questions, did you?
Yeah. Let's make it. You're making me think, and it's
I
late.
said, hey, do you want me to give you
Already
the
my
questions
bedtime.
first? Yeah, just shoot it to me.
Yeah, blueberry pipe would be one. Pirate, I really like the pirate because it's totally different to me than pretty much any other scent that we have. Mastermind's a good one. Rustic flannel's good. Rustic tobacco is a Terry Hartley creation. It's good.
Nice.
I kind of like winterberry as well. I mean, it's kind of maybe it's the cider, the cinnamon. I'm not a big cinnamon fan because it can burn you. So
Right.
I try not to do too much cinnamon in anything. But and I do like the OG. And that's a tobacco scent as well. Had to pull that one out of the trash can. It was too good. So
Nice.
I don't know if that's 5 or not, but it's very close.
About 8. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. You know, we'll just give you some grace and say, okay,
Yeah.
your topic. So I like another one that I really like from your candle scents is Still Curtain. I wish that you would make it in a beard oil because that stuff is on fire, guys.
See, and that's where PTO came from. Well, it was a candle, and enough people at events convinced me to finally make it a scent, which I don't know.
Awesome. Well, maybe we can get enough people to talk you into a scent of Still Curtain.
I can make some.
Hey, I do got a question for you from Brad in the chat. What are your top sellers? Does that make it easy?
Yeah. Overall, Woodsman is one of them, especially at events, and because we do a lot of events, so we enjoy doing those. Pirate is a good one because people come up and say, "So, what's your favorite scent?" And Pirate is what I normally answer with that. So it sells a lot. Southern Jungle sells a lot. Which is another one. Those are probably offhand the top 3. I mean, and I'd have to look at I do keep a chart, so I have to look at it.
Well, I'm sitting here with a few in front of me that I wanted to get tonight and show. First of all, I'll say this before I talk about these scents. I will say this. Ricky has 3 different oil sizes on his website.
Yes.
All right. And I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to show you on the bottom here. You can see BHT10 saves 10% at checkout from flamingbeer.com. But what you'll notice is the 10%, you know, if you see his prices, you're going to be like, I don't even know if I even need to even give a discount code on this because they are dirt cheap, insanely cheap. If you're not sure if you're going to like the scent, you can go with the small bottle that he has. And this is a 1/6 of an ounce. It's 5 milliliters. This is how little it looks. I can get this dang camera to focus. There we go. Well, that didn't really help either, did it? Wow. Okay. Anyways, there we go. It's sad that it's got to be this far back.
Yeah.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, this is his smaller bottle. This is a 5 milliliter. Okay. 5 mil.
Yep.
This is the second size. You can see it's a little bit bigger. And this is going to be your, what is that? What size is that?
15.
15, yeah, 15 milliliter, or yeah, 15 milliliter, which can be your half ounce, and then you're going to have your 1 ounce, 30 milliliter.
Yep.
See, that one focused right in. Must be the little one.
Bigger picture, maybe. I don't know.
It's trying. There we go.
There it is. There it is.
And that's going to be blueberry pipe. And this one is, come on, you can't probably see it, but that's cherry bomb.
Cherry bomb.
All right. And the big one is Santa Sleigh. All right. Which is another good one.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Rustic flannel. Man, you guys don't even know. If you like flannel, this one has some, it's got some pine cones in it. There's no doubt about that. Roasted pine cone. It's going to have smoked vanilla. Man, I could definitely get this smoked pine cone. It smells like Christmas, kind of. Not in like a cinnamony Thanksgiving type of feel, you know, but it smells like pine cone, and it smells so good. So good. This is one that was like one of my top out of the last batch that I got from you. Really love that one. But I really like the cherry bomb too. I mean, it's literally growing on me, the cherry bomb. It's got like a nice cherry in it, and it's pretty much explosive when it comes to your beard. It'll set it on fire. Really, really good. Yeah, amazing. So, man, it's hard because, you know, if you don't know about this one, Santa Sleigh, it's like a whole bunch of awesome stuff thrown all together. I mean, it's got so much great stuff. It's got like oud in it. It's got some pipe smoke, shimmering snowflakes, sweet tobacco, Cuban tobacco, a little bit of that cinnamon. So, I mean, this oil has like almost everything that a tobacco guy would love if you like tobacco scents. And it's smooth too. I mean, it's interesting because it's smooth, but yet it's a little spicy. And I like that. I think it's cinnamon in it.
Yeah.
It gives it a little bit of spice to it. But he's got like, what is it, like 5% castor in this? Is that what your bling kind of has with the castor? Big castor fan. But it just does really good in my beard. And let's see here. Brad, I completely agree with you. His prices are very, very reasonable. Probably one of the most reasonable beard oils that you're going to find on the market. Incredibly amazing.
He also mentioned the Duke up there, and it is another good scent that sells really well.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to have to go back and look at that one too. Before the month's over, I'm going to probably use up every one of my beard oils from Flaming Beard. Because I just keep going back to them and go, man, that feeling beard is amazing. I love it. So Frankie is asking the same question that I had asked the other day. And it's, what is the Black Gold Edition?
Yeah, the Black Gold Edition is basically the we came out with the new blend. We will replace the grapeseed, coconut, and peach kernel oil with meadow foam seed oil and kukui nut, and that was a lot because of allergies and shelf life. The Black Gold Edition is the new blend with activated charcoal in it, which really helps with toxins in your skin and pores. Just cleans your follicles really good. So,
you know, it's interesting because I think that I had asked you if that was like a soap, because it's got a drop down little box on the website. And because I've seen the black activated, or the activated black charcoal in soaps, but I've never seen it in an oil. So it's very, very interesting, but very, very cool to think that, you know, it's something that's going to be nice and healthy for you, especially like the story you told about your wife around COVID with the hair being lost and stuff, how it helped.
Yeah, yeah, she was losing all of her hair, and or it was falling out in chunks, basically, and like mine. No, no, but
Didn't work very
she
good, did
started, she started using
it? It can't be
shampoos
bad.
with there you go with activated charcoal in them, and it stopped the hair loss. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
Man, where were you at like 15 years ago in my life?
Well, I mean, I think about it now, and I'm like, I don't think I would want hair now. I mean,
Yeah, me either.
it's
You
just
know, when I fixed my son's hair, I think, man, dude, it'd be kind of cool to have hair, but the time that I
yeah,
spend on my beard, I don't think I'd have any time for any sleep or anything if I had to do my
right,
hair the same way. I
yeah,
mean, I take care and baby my beard and and here's the deal. I enjoy it. I mean, I think there's something to be said about how it's almost like when you take care of yourself, it's almost like a sense of um, I don't know, like you feel good about yourself when you take care of yourself. Does that make sense?
oh yeah, oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like a
yeah,
certain sense of, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I have to sit down and think about it, how what I'm trying to say, my thoughts. But when you take care and have that self care, it does something for you
yeah.
mentally.
It does.
So Terry says that new carrier blend is absolutely the best I've tried, whether it's the normal or black gold edition.
Yeah,
So, and I've had a chance. I'm pretty sure to try out. I don't know if I've tried your new carrier blend because
don't
um,
know.
the carrier blend that I have still has coconut oil in it. From
Yeah,
what I
yes,
unless
that's
I have
all.
one that's sitting around that I didn't see, but the
Yeah,
new
that's
one
all.
you've gotten rid of coconut oil and replaced it with was it kukui or what was
Kukui
it?
and megaphone seed. Yeah.
And can you tell the audience why you dropped the
Uh,
coconut oil?
yeah, well, I kind of talked about it a little bit, but the shelf life and then the allergies. More people are allergic to coconut oil than any other. I get asked quite often at events if my oil has coconut oil in it, and so I took that out because uh,
Nut
more people
allergies
have allergies to it, then so I'll take it out. So make it more usable for more people.
for
And then the
sure.
grape seed was just the shelf life, going back to the shelf life. Uh, just trying to make it, going back to how long I keep it and how long you keep it. Well, how long did the supplier have the oil before I bought it? So,
Right.
so all that contributes. So you want it to be uh, as fresh as possible and stay fresh longer. So.
For sure. For sure. Okay, so we're going to take a moment and we're going to go over to your website real quick. All right. And we're going to kind of navigate on there. So if you have not went to Flaming Beard website, we're going to take a trip over there and kind of show you what you can see over there and help you understand um, what to look for when you go over there. So I'm going to share the screen with you real quick. So here is the website right here. All right. Okay. So up here, you're going to have your Flaming Beard. That's going to take you to your homepage where we're at right now. So this is just information right here. And he does have the collector gift tins here. Do you want to say anything while I scroll through this to kind of tell
Yeah.
people, or do you want me to do it?
Been good so far. I mean, upcoming events are just events that we do, and then I was trying to put every review out there, but there got to be too many
Getting
to
a
where
lot.
I just put all of the reviewers sites because you have reviews of other companies, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of good companies out there. So uh,
absolutely. So here's his beard oils. You can find that up here in the shop too. Beard oil and butter, beard oils and candles. So the candles are amazing too. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a few. I have not personally myself tried your beard butter, but I think I'm going to buy some from you soon. Try it out, and I'm probably going to go ahead and get that blueberry pipe. because I love that scent so much. Okay, so we're on the beard oil screen, and you'll see you can do this. You can sort by the different names of it if you're curious. But if you click on, if you see on the bottom here, you'll see the scent profile: cedarwood, gunpowder, what's that say? Plumeria, rum, saffron, and tonka bean. But if you click on it, you'll see it'll have a little drop box right here, and it'll go over those different sizes. So it's going to have that 5 mil, it's going to have 15 mil and 30 mil. So 3 different sizes. But check this price out for the 5 mil, $3. So if you're not sure if you're going to like the scent, you just want to test it out, certainly get 3. But even the 15 mil, check this out, $7. And down here, it'll have more details that kind of go over more of the scent profiles, notes, and kind of the product information. And here's some reviews down here. People have what they've said about this scent. So, but right here, it's going over the kukui nut oil, different things about the certain carrier blends that you use and why you use them.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah, I've had people ask about butters. They couldn't find the butters, but it's on the same drop down for the each oil. I guess I might want to try that on a different place at some point, but
it should be right here.
So just down at the bottom, yeah.
And we'll go here, and it'll give you the information on the butter.
Yeah, here. That doesn't change.
Doesn't show. Okay.
Probably good thoughts.
Hey, I'm just trying to act like we know what we're doing here.
You're giving me work to do.
All right. So candles here. Another thing that I love about a Flaming Beard is they've got amazing candles. And I did a review recently. I talked about their candles. I like burning candles in my studio. If it's not a wax melt, it's a candle. And again, I have not tried the blueberry pipe in the candle because, well, at the time I was looking for more of like a tobacco scent, but I guess that would have been kind of like a tobacco because there is tobacco in it.
Yeah.
This will be the next the next candle that I will get from you to burn in my studio because I am like in love with this stuff right now. I'm just on almost like a obsession right now with this scent. It's crazy. But
I can do that.
Right. So, I mean, they've got all the scents in their candles.
No, it does not.
No? Okay, I'm going to let you say this.
I'm talking to Brad. Brad asked if it's an activated charcoal will darken the beard, and it will not.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So you were saying I have all of them in?
No. Sorry, I was just thinking to myself, like, what if we have gray beards and we do kind of want to darken instead of dye?
Well, yeah. You need something besides activated charcoal.
That's right. That's so right. Okay, I'm going to go back here because I wanted to kind of see you guys. I can't see on the screen. Okay, so hopefully I was right because I felt kind of stupid for a second saying that you have all the scents in your candles. Is that correct?
All the scents in what?
In your candles. You can make any scent, all of your beard oil scents in your candle, right?
Not the newer ones. I haven't. We kind of separated some of them lately. Okay. And there are some candles. Most, you are correct. Most of them are both candles and beard oils. There are a few that are one or the other.
Sure. Okay.
And to be honest, we've done more with beard oils and butters lately, and the candles have kind of fallen to the. I'm not going to say they've fallen to the wayside, but we haven't done as much development on scents for candles.
Sure, and that's understandable. I will say, if you guys are interested in candles, this steel curtain right here is really, really good. It's a cologne type of scent from from Fierce from Abercrombie and Fitch, which is a very nice cologne type of scent. Amber musk, Irish whiskey, leather, and sage, which is really, really good, guys. I'm telling you, this amazing scent. I will say that, let's see here. Santa Slave is a good one too. These are all
Yep.
probably, I'm sure, good. Rustic Flannel, I have not tried that, but the oil scent was amazing. Um, I'm sure Fireside's Fire, literally amazing.
Like a
Um,
campfire, yeah.
yeah, I mean, you may want this more like in the colder season. I mean, it's maybe not.
Yeah,
Uh,
I like a campfire all year long, but that's me.
what's that?
I said I like a campfire all year long, but
Yeah,
that's just me.
that's true. And maybe going back to like nostalgia of when I wore
Yeah,
this in the cold seasons. But yeah, guys, here's the thing too. Let me hit one of these cherry bomb here. You'll see there's 3 different sizes. $5 for the smaller one, which isn't too tiny. And then you have the 4 ounce. Sorry, that's the wax melts, $4.99.
yeah. Wax melts for $5. You're right.
And then $6 for the 4 ounce candle, 8 ounce candle, $10, and then you have the big one, which is $15. So it's really that's a pretty good price because I mean you go to like Walmart or something and you get a big candle, it's going to cost you. I mean, for good quality candles, especially these are wood wicked ones, they're going to cost you a pretty good price at the store. And these are hand poured soy wax, 85%. So they're going to be really good candles. All right. Customer service, if you need anything, it's all right here. The shipping, he does a good job getting things shipped out to you Monday through Friday. Obviously, most places will not ship things on the weekends. So that's about a given.
We'll ship on Saturday if possible.
Okay. So, well, that's an added bonus because a lot of companies just will not ship on weekends, from what I've understood.
If I can get it out, I'm going to get it out just because I want you to get it. So
Awesome. So that's basically it. I mean, there's nothing crazy. I will say that there are a few things that you can purchase, extras. He's got some amazing swag. I'm a big coffee drinker, so I thought, man, this coffee mug, I'm going to be picking me up one of these and this hat. So I've got a hat on right now. If you notice, there's like mesh on this one. That's kind of like the hats that I really like. It's breathable. And these are really, really nice. I did pick up one of these wick trimmers for the candles, which is really nice. So when they start burning on that wood, you can cut them off and have a clean candle. So that's it, guys, on that website. So I highly recommend that you guys go check out this website because it's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Jeff, good to see you tonight, buddy, in the chat. Bearded Chief, what's up? Good to see you. So we have Brad's asking, let's see here. As Ricky made a smaller wick in his medium-sized candle, I was getting a lot of soot from the wood wicks.
In the 8 ounce, is that I'm thinking?
Yeah, the 8 ounce.
That one I have not. And that's, I think the problem is I was putting too much scent in there, and I have backed off on some of that. I'll have to burn some more, and that is, I mean, candles do suit up a little bit, but yeah, that I have heard that before. So, but if you trim that wick some, it will help with that as well.
Sure. All right.
And then Frankie asked about a sample pack, and yes, there is a sample pack of oil.
Yeah, we did miss that, didn't we? Yep, on the front.
So it's on the front page. Yeah,
absolutely. And that's going to be a perfect thing to take advantage of too, because you're not sure on the scents which ones you're going to like. I think, what is it, like five of them you can get in that can?
It's 4 of them in there.
Okay.
And, it makes a good gift. I mean, if you don't want the 10 or don't want, you might can save a couple of bucks, but
for sure,
I have to let it out.
Okay. Well, I got one more question. And as I said before, guys, if you have any questions for Ricky, you can drop them in the chat. I know you guys have already been dropping questions, and good questions too, by the way. So do you have any idea, Ricky, of any future products that's maybe in your mind that you're thinking, well, I might one of these days bring out in the company. But maybe again, it might be something that you want to kind of keep hush hush under the table too. So
I mean, just the normals pretty much. I sent one of my good people there some balm. I'm working on a balm. Terry's my balm guy, so I sent Terry's my go-to guy for everything, really. Uh, not gonna. Terry did a lot for me, but anyway, that's a different story. He's a good guy, and but anyway, I sent him some balm. He's trying it out for me now. Um, Trying to get a actual liquid butter. I mean, we do events here, and in Alabama, if you do an event in the summer and you sell a butter, it's going to be liquid, whether you want it to be or not. So, I'm going to try to get an actual liquid butter instead of shake it and put it in the fridge or freezer for a little while.
sure.
So, yeah, because they melt real quick.
And that's a pretty trending deal too right now. That liquid butter. It's
I mean, because some of these companies have a true whip butter, and there's there may be 2 months out of the year that I could ship a whip butter, maybe. I mean, shipping a poured butter is hard enough. I probably can't do that in the summer too well either. So yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So we have a question here. How many hours of burn on the large candles?
I'd say 25, somewhere in there, at least 20, and 20 to 25. The larger candle has 3 small wood wicks in it. The 4 ounce has 1 small wood wick, and the 8 ounce has 1 medium to large wood wick, which may be a little bit much. So I'm agreeing with who was it said that on the soot. I can't remember.
Brad.
Brad. Okay, yeah. I can agree with that. That it's probably over wicked. Again, candles are not my super forte, but I enjoy making them, and that's really what they're for, is because I enjoy them. But
yeah, well, I've really enjoyed your candles. I think they're great, yeah. And I've had a lot of candles, other ones too, that's had a lot of soot too. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, even I had some candles that were given to me last summer from a company that's not even a beard company. It was a company called Tyler Candle. You guys ever heard of Tyler Candle? It's a big candle store company from Texas. And if you guys are any of y'all from Texas, they have a laundry detergent called Glamorous Wash. And so my wife and I, we were kind of into, and we still do sometimes use laundry sauce, which is a laundry detergent that has different fragrances, that makes your clothes smell real good. And so they were like, well, you need to try out, Glamorous Wash, which I'm gonna tell you, people around the neighborhood start coming to our house, knocking on our door, asking us what are we doing, because they could smell it through our our dryer vents. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But they sent a couple of candles, and one of their candles, I mean, these are high-end candles too, and it scented really, really bad. And I'm talking about really bad. And even the guy seen it, he goes, man, what's going on? I need to get that candle back. That's real bad. So it can happen. It can happen to anybody, really.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
I think the main thing is making sure that the wick is trimmed down. So
for sure,
that'll cut a lot of the soot out, but not all of it necessarily, but a lot of it.
Right. Give me 1 second.
Yes, you can definitely include whatever scent you want in there.
So, all right. So Brad asked, what size of candles are you using from Flaming Beard? So I've got the big one right here, and this one is rustic tobacco. It's got the 3 in it. Again, I said on my review, I said, do not mind the little hairs that's in there, because I have a black German Shepherd female that is everywhere I go. She's beside me, literally everywhere I go. And if I kicked her out of the room, she'd be clawing at the door, trying to open the door. Very smart dog. Sitting beside me right now. I'm glad she's being good. But I get hairs in this sometimes because it's just the nature of the beast when you have dogs. But this one was rustic tobacco, a great scent. Really, really nice. You can see how much I burned down on this one. And so, I mean, I could probably continue to burn this and just let it melt and then let it harden again or burn it. But this one is Santa Sleigh. This one was the medium, which is going to be the 8 ounce. Really good cinnamon smell to this one. And then this one, of course, is the steel curtain that I originally got. You can see there's a little bit still in there, but really, really good fire scent to this one. If you like a nice cologne type of scent, just really nice. I'm telling you, if you want your area where you live and where you spend a lot of time in to smell really, really good and just kind of just really like an aromatherapy type of scent, where you just sit back and you go, man, this smells amazing. Great. Life is fantastic. I just don't want to think about anything on the outside. It's really, really good. But I really did enjoy all of these candles. I do think that if I buy any more candles, I'll probably just go with the bigger one because I burned candles so much and it lasted a long time. This actually lasted a long time, Ricky. I always lit it every time I came in here, and it seemed like it lasted me. And I spend a lot of time in my studio, by the way. But I think I burned this several hours during the day, and it lasted me weeks. So you can kind of just figure that out. And so Frankie says, I like the fact that you can include the samples you want in the tin. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Okay, I do trim the wood wicks each time I use it.
And
which this tool comes in real big handy right here.
Yeah.
Really handy with trimming. You can see I kind of got it in the wax, but it works great. Okay. Awesome. Well, guys, I'm super pumped to have Ricky on here tonight. And I want to respect this time, and I want to respect your guys' time. I know you guys that are over there on the East Coast, you guys are an hour ahead of us. So, and I believe Ricky's same time as mine, Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can go all night long, man. But hey, where's Mrs. Flaming Beard tonight? Bearded Chief asked.
She's taking care of our other one there. So no, she takes care of business while I gives me the chance to get on there. So
yeah, she's a hard worker, isn't she?
She is. She does a lot more than than meets the eye.
I've heard great stuff about her, for sure. All right. So Terry says, thanks for having Ricky in here to help get name out. Great interview. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And, you guys could be anywhere. You guys could be doing anything you want. And you choose to come over here and spend some time with me and spend some time with Ricky. And I appreciate it. I know I think one of the first persons that, and I'm just going to say it, I think one of the first persons that I seen do a review on your products is Bearded Chief. I actually follow Bearded Chief, and I watch his videos, and I think he does a great job. Even last year, I was watching, I was thinking, man, he's got a long beard.
Yeah.
In fact, the first video, Bearded Chief, that I watched of you was with your son going over Gunfighter Beard Co. You were going through a whole bunch of scents with your son, and he was going over in the beginning of the video different like weapons and guns I think he was working at a gun shop, maybe. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah. So I heard about you through him, and then I heard about you through who else did I see do a review? There was somebody else that did a review on your stuff too. I can't remember who it was, but there was
No,
quite
there's
a
been
bit
a
of
few.
them.
Yeah, been a few. Bearded Texan, bearded.
Beard Brood Tattooed,
Yeah, yeah,
Kyle. Yeah, I've probably seen
yeah.
him too.
Uh,
That's probably
there's
the other
quite a few
guy.
of them. Yeah. So, DL Walker Talk. Just
Oh
been
yeah,
doing some,
yeah. I like
Scalabags.
watching. I like watching him where he's like,
Yeah,
"What
yeah.
do we talk about?
We
The
talk
good
about that
stuff."
cool stuff. Yeah, I like
I
that.
watch everybody. I'm always watching
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, yeah.
I try to support everybody I can because I mean it doesn't. There's a lot of influence out there that that I don't see it really in the bearded community, really, but there's a lot of them in other communities where they just feel like they're just something special. They're way up here, and everybody else is just a peon or something. But I don't believe that's true. We all start somewhere, and we should all, I think I seen bearded beanie in here earlier,
I think so.
and
Yeah.
I waved, but I just want to make sure I did see you
San
tonight in
Tom
here.
did reviews. You were correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's awesome, dude.
San Tom
Yep,
was
San
just,
Tom too. Yep.
yeah, because see, Terry's my man because he actually bought my product and sent it to Tom and the Bearded Texan to do reviews
Oh,
because
that is right. I think. Am I right when I say that Tom sent Blueberry Pipe to Bearded Chief maybe because Blueberry is a big something that Bearded
sure.
Chief likes. I think that I've got a pretty good memory, and I think that may
Yeah,
have been the case. I could be wrong, but
yeah.
I think that may have went down that way. But again, I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Bearded Chief is in the chat, so he could verify.
Yeah. And
So,
Gary, I'm not sure which way you lean. I mean, there's it's kind of hard to recommend. I mean, I can tell you what I like, but what I like and what you like could be two totally different things. And so if you give me a clue of what you like, and then we can go from there.
yeah.
And thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. I'll get it out to you probably in the morning.
Yeah, I will say this, guys. Kevin is a new beardsman. He's new.
Okay.
And so I'm excited. I've been kind of working with him, talking to him. He became a member the other day, but before he became a member, he was emailing. I said, send me an email. I'll go into more details because it's so hard sometimes. And all of you guys out there that are, other creators, Beard Chief, there's so many other ones in here, maybe still, but it's hard sometimes to really go into detail on comments. I mean, if you get comments, you get comments. You want to make sure that you respond to comments, or at least if you want to be that type of guy that makes sure that you are responding to everybody. It's hard to go into detail, and so I'm like, just shoot me an email, and I'll tell you everything I can that can help you. And I got to know Kevin, and then he decided to become a member. I'm like, dude, sweet, dude, appreciate you. But it's cool because he's just kind of going on this spree of trying different things.
Yeah.
What do I like, and kind of leading into some good products that I know are small batch and really, really good. So, but yeah, there's so many choices for a newbie for sure. So,
and there are a lot of great companies out there, and I'm not going to say Flaming Bear's the best and by any means, but I think we do have a good product, but there's a lot of good products out there. So
for sure. Now you guys know my favorites, and everybody's subjective too. So I mean, you might be a tobacco lover, and then you may hate tobacco love. You may be a tobacco hater. You may love blueberry. Like for instance, Reed fell in love with Blueberry Pipe. Well, Bearded Chief is a blueberry fan. You may hate blueberry, which is fine. You have every right to hate blueberry. But there's several different scents, and there's scents for everybody. And I think that with his prices, I mean, you could pick up that sample tin, and then you can turn around and buy what you want. I mean, if you want to just go bigger and buy the the 5 milliliter, buy the 5 milliliters. I mean, you're talking $3 a piece. So, I mean, that's cheaper than coffee these days, it seems like.
Yeah, for sure. Brad's got a couple of things in there. Said something about Brian's March Madness. I don't know what that is. So I don't, asked about a time on Brian's March Madness, and is it Brian or Byron? I think that's Brian. But anyway, then I asked about the blend of the butter. The butter is mango and shea butter, along with the oil base for the beard oils, and the fragrance. So it's mainly the mango and shea butter.
Bearded Chief says the tin is cool looking by itself.
It is pretty cool looking, and I like those. They turned out really well.
Man, I just think what you're doing, man, just to end this tonight, I think you're doing a great job, man. I know there's going to be times where you're probably going to be discouraged, because we all sometimes get discouraged. Maybe your small batch company listening tonight, there's a process, and sometimes it's hard starting out. Maybe you're starting to launch your business. Maybe you've been in it for the last year or two, and it's just hard to get started and really to make those sales, where you want them to be at. But I would just encourage you guys just to do the best you can, keep pushing, and word of mouth. I mean, your word of mouth has really helped Flaming Beard, because what they have is a great product. And if you have a great product and get it in the right hands, I'm telling you, people will talk about it. It's hard to be discovered if somebody doesn't discover you. And so I'm glad that I was able to find Flaming Beard through people like Bearded Chief. And kudos to him, because a lot of people will just go after like the Beard Octanes, and there's, when I say that, there's no disrespect to Beard Octane. I love Beard Octane, but it's such a bigger company than most of these small batch companies. And these small batch beer companies, they need to be found. They need to be recognized, and so I'm glad to see a lot of these creators finding small batch beer companies that maybe you've never heard of before, and really putting them out there in the front lines and helping people to discover them, because people can trust some of these creators that are putting these out there. And that's really what we're trying to do, support you guys, but we're also trying to support people and be real and authentic and let people know what's available. And maybe you might not like this scent, but you love this scent, and maybe there may be something that needs to be fixed, and we go behind the scenes and we kind of give our, perspective and our advice and say, well, maybe there's too much in this, or this is just empowering, or maybe if you just kind of tweak it a little bit here, and we're doing this because we're just trying to help the viewers find great products, but also help these small batch beard companies to create an amazing product that's going to actually help them grow and get the word out. So
a lot of those things, we don't know that something's wrong until somebody tells us, or that something could be better,
for sure.
It is poured. It is a poured butter, unless you order it in the summer and then it's liquid butter and you put it in the fridge.
So if you order it in the summer, you might actually get liquid butter before he comes out with liquid butter.
You will get liquid butter. I mean, if I put it in my mailbox in the summer, it's going to be liquid by the time it's picked up.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to close it up tonight. We're a little over an hour. Again, I know we're kind of late, and some of you guys are late birds or late owls, which is fine. But wanted to get on here and kind of share with you guys Flaming Beard. One last question tonight. Brad asked, Chief, what are yours and Santa Tom's favorite from Flaming Beards? I would imagine Santa Tom's would be the Santa sleigh, right?
That was created with the time in mind, sound time in mind. It was not a collab, so but yeah, it was his love of tobacco is what inspired it.
Awesome. So, well, you know what that means? Get over there and get some Santa Sleigh, blueberry pipe, rustic flannel, cherry bomb. I'm just going to name them all. No. They're all great, guys. You're going to love them all for sure.
Yeah.
That rustic flannel is just amazing
Yeah,
stuff. I'm telling you, great stuff.
Rustic tobacco is another good one too.
Yes, yes. That's what I have in the candle too. Really, really good.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes this one definitely smells definitely like some serious tobacco.
Yeah, it is
like
it is
tobacco
being
being burned for sure.
Yes,
it's a good one. So hey, I'm gonna have to check out the charcoal now, the activated charcoal.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, peace out. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Appreciate you all coming in the chat and asking the questions. I appreciate you guys for staying around and hanging with us tonight. Appreciate all of you guys that have supported tonight, Ricky, with purchasing something. And certainly don't forget that this code, you can use the code. But again, like I said, if you don't use the code, listen, the prices are so cheap anyways. I mean, what do you save, like $1? I mean, on one maybe.
Use the code though. Use the code.
But I'm not too worried about the code for myself. But listen, you guys got to go over there and check him out because his prices are fire. They're really, really good. Okay, and the scents are amazing. But more than anything,
really nice.
Phil and Beard is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, seriously, when I put this in my beard, I know I'm going to have a good day.
There you go.
So, all right, guys, seriously, we're going to let you guys go. Make sure you stay tuned to next Tuesday night. I think I'm going to have on not Flaming Beard, Bearded Death. Bearded Death next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So, again, thanks so much. Yes, everything on the website will be discounted. With that code.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Awesome. Well, thanks again, guys. Thanks so much, Ricky, for coming on tonight, buddy.
Thank y'all. Appreciate
y'all. Blown away in the weather.
We're going to try not to keep our head down.